Well, it's summertime here and there, probably. Wherever you are listening. I'm assuming everybody has summer at the same time, which is probably not true. Anyway, it's time for our summer patron giveaway. Yes, this time we're doing a prize pack of selected comics, some swag, some special stuff, gifts from Jason from Hawaii, so some Hawaiian goodies, all kinds of fun stuff to share our love to you, the patrons. So if you would like to be included in our summertime giveaway, just become a patron at any level between now and Labor Day. So it's a summer giveaway, and then after Labor Day, we will pull a patron randomly from the stack and send you a prize pack. Now, not only do you get entered to win, you got to be in it to win it, by the way. That's what they say. You get on-air thanks and show notes, shouts out, priority inclusion of your feedback and questions or comments into the show, access to our patron-only Slack community, very popular, exclusive content. You get bonus episodes that nobody else gets. You get early access to bonus episodes or regular episodes. You get them ad-free. You get them unedited. Sometimes that's a blessing and a curse, depending on your feelings there. All kinds of fun stuff. And as the levels go up, you get more stuff. But that's kind of the ground floor stuff you get coming in as a patron. So please do so. It also means that you like what we're doing and you're sharing and caring enough to throw us a couple of shekels our way. And we appreciate that. And it helps keep the lights on. It helps pay the server fees. It helps keep us going and keep us doing it on our road to 1,000 episodes. Can we get there? I hope so. But everything's going up. It's getting harder and harder to justify luxury expenses like podcast fees. So your help is greatly appreciated, and we want to continue that. Some of you just do it just to say thanks. We appreciate that. Some of you do it for the giveaway. Some of you do it for some of the tier perks. All those are valid. So whatever your reasoning, join our Patreon. Give us a little bit of love. We appreciate it. Come contest time, we'll pull your name, and you will get a fun prize pack mailed directly to you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your support. Now back to the show.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle Andrew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 845 for comics originally releasing August the 22nd and August the 23rd. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, Drew, what you got for me today, buddy?
Well, I got Stump the co-host, Kyle versus Chat GPT. I would like, and I don't know what you're going to do with this. I think you'll do okay. Top 10 Superman villains.
Okay. So, Lex Luthor.
That is number one, and if it wasn't, something was wrong with the algorithm.
Doomsday.
Number 4.
Darkseid.
Number 5.
Zod.
Number 2.
Is Kryptonite an answer?
Kryptonite is not an answer.
All right. I was just curious. Just curious.
Top villains or items that could hurt Superman. Then you would have made the list.
Is Mr. Mixoplix in this?
Yep. Number 9.
That's awesome.
Good job.
All right.
People at home are screaming into their
Yes, I'm trying to think of
devices.
Kryptonians. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of the, most of the top 10, I've definitely read stories or seen them. Um, so, yeah, you should have seen, you should know all of them, but some of them are not as popular as others. I think you've hit all the popular ones except one you've missed. One was a glaring oversight on your part. So
You really landed on thick there for me.
yeah, one was like, are you even functioning as a human that you don't remember this one? He's really smart.
Oh, Brainiac. Brainiac.
There you go. There you go. Brainiac.
Yes.
And then another one, everything's backwards.
Oh, Bizarro.
Bizarro, yes, Bizarro is number 6.
Yeah.
Not sure you get any of these three because I don't think they're in a lot of stories unless you read a lot of Superman.
You know me.
Yeah, Metallo. Does that sound familiar to
I
you?
don't even know who that is.
He's a metal-looking Superman, the one that looks like Superman.
Oh, so like
shiny.
Metallo, Cyborg,
Yeah.
Superman.
Yep. And then Parasite was number 8.
No clue.
And then Toyman was number 10. Who I believe Toyman was.
You made that up.
No, Toyman. I believe was also a Batman villain, right? I think he was both. So, but you did pretty good, Kyle.
What I get, like 6, 7?
Yeah. You got you passed D-.
That's awesome.
Good job.
There we go, baby.
I mean, I was pretty impressed.
How many do you think you would have gotten?
Probably about the same. I wouldn't have gotten Metallo, Parasite, or Toyman probably. And I might have either said Doomsday or Darkseid, but forgot one of them because my brain would only think of 1D, right?
Heyo.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
That's exactly. That was cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
Take that, Chat GPT. Suck it.
You'll show them.
Yeah.
I've lost my other. Oh, there it is. Okay, so get this question that came in. If comic book characters started a band, what would their genre be? And the first one I'm taking
Okay.
because it's Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and that would have to be an Indigo Girls.
Oh,
Indigo
absolutely.
Girls cover
Yes.
band. It would
Absolutely.
have to be. That would 100% be that. So, what do you think about Fantastic Four? If they were a band, what would their genre be?
So
Like,
they're scientists and like
they're kind of
intelligent.
nerdy, right?
Yeah, so it'd be like jazz or classical.
might be, yeah, could be a jazz quartet. Okay,
That's what.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see like just you could see Invisible Lady, but just the upright bass just moving on its own with Invisible Girl.
How about X-Men? That'd be a
Ska.
big band.
There's a bunch of them, so it'd be a ska band. You can
That'd
just
be
you can just
Ska
go.
band is perfect.
You can just throw a saxophone to Wolverine and be fine, and one of them could be like Dickie Bartlett, and essentially you're just dancing around with a tambourine, dude. Just,
That's a good one. Justice League. That's just probably classic rock, right?
yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Classic rock. They play a lot of Freebird.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean,
Metal? No,
the
like
easiest
80s.
thing is 80s cover band. 80s, a Journey cover band, essentially.
Yeah, 80s. That's right. That's what was in his playlist.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Avengers.
The Avengers.
That's probably not. I don't think they're that hip. So I would think it'd be like
there's a lot of
Creed.
hardcore music. So I'm gonna say they're gonna be a hard rock band.
You think Captain America is gonna be belting out
hard rock tunes?
No, but I think between
Thor.
Thor. When you think Thor, you're like, okay, we've got Zeppelin playing on most
Hulk
of
on
his
drums
stuff.
would be amazing.
Hulk on drums, yes, absolutely,
Holy smokes!
absolutely. And I Am Iron Man. You're thinking Black
Yeah.
Sabbath. So so far we've got like guitar and metal bands,
Yeah.
or it could just be an '80s hair band.
Oh yeah, Poison. Yeah, they play a lot of Poison.
So put
I like
Thor
it.
with the long locks in the
Yeah, it would rock hard, and they play Cherry Pie.
exactly.
Yeah. Teen Titans. I'm gonna go with
Weezer.
pop punk.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, I think
like
we're in
old
the same
Weezer.
genre. We're pretty close. Yeah, yeah. So they probably play some Blink 182, a little Weezer. I think. Yeah, I think
You
that's
get
close.
real emo if Raven gets up and sings a few parts. You get into
She'd be on
some
keyboards, right?
some screaming infidelities, very dashboard confessionals.
Does Nightwing sing? He probably sings. Nightwing sings.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. He's the front man. He's just the lead. That's just what he does.
Starfire is she drums or maybe?
I'm gonna say lead guitar. I mean,
Oh yeah, okay. She's lead guitar.
Beast Boy on bass,
Okay, fantastic.
Raven on keys. I mean, actually no, Cyborg on keys, kind of electronic. He's got the turntables there beside him as well.
okay. Well, somebody's got to play drums. Who's on drums?
I'm gonna give
Who's
it to
left?
Raven.
Raven. Okay, all right. Inhumans. That'd be some kind of emo.
I was gonna say there would be more like a Slipknot where there's like 5 drummers and they're all wearing weird. They're gonna wear weird masks, and you're gonna be like, you could remove 5 of these people and still have a band, and we don't really know why
Cannibal
they're
Corpse.
there. Yeah, because isn't there one of the Inhumans is a clown, which is ironic for Slipknot because they also have a clown. So yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, they're gonna be a mask based metal band.
Okay. The Sinister Six. We got Doc Ock, Electro.
Dude, Doc Ock on
Sandman,
drums. Okay, there we go.
Vulture. Can you? I mean, okay. So this band's but they are kind of old school.
I'm gonna say old, so they're a Police cover band. So part of it's
the best.
it's Police and Genesis. They can't ever quit between them, so they do Police, Genesis, and Peter Gabriel is really where
Doc Ock has to play drums and
Yes.
sing during the
Yes.
Genesis songs.
exactly.
Perfect. Birds of Prey.
So you either have the
All
Donnas or you have
The Bengals.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts type thing
Oh, okay.
because they're already leather clad. So yeah, you've got that first female pop or punk band play a few
Okay.
Clash covers too.
Fantastic. And the Defenders. So we've got Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Just brooding. Oh my gosh. Huh.
That's punk, right? That's straight.
Yeah, but I think it's more depressive stuff because they're all.
In Matt Murdock's singing, and he's blind. Who's the blind singer? Def Healy Band.
They cover nothing but Blind Melon, No Rain.
Who did we miss? Did we miss anybody? I think that covers them all.
Covers quite a few.
That's a good one. Let's see. We got this from Aaron Churchill, who
Our good friend Aaron Churchill.
our good friend Aaron Churchill. First and foremost, he wants. Well, let me skip to the end.
No. Okay, go ahead.
What do you want? What?
Go for it. I thought you were skipping parts that were positive about me.
All right, I'll just read it as is. Okay, so we mentioned we were talking about the Eisners, and we mentioned a book called Lore Olympus. Neither one of us, read enough to know everything,
Correct.
and we hadn't heard of it. So Aaron's schooling us here. It's a webtoon. Lore Olympus is a webtoon, a retelling of a relationship between Greek goddess Persephone and Hades.
Ooh.
Began in March 2018. It's the most popular comic on Webtoon, with
Okay.
over 1.3 billion views and 6 million subscribers.
Darn.
So we look like idiots for not knowing what this is. It's been at the top of Bookscan's adult graphic novel bestseller list, number 5 on the overall bestsellers list from Publishers Weekly, and Volume 1 was number 1 on the New York Times bestseller list since November of 2021. It
Okay.
is amazing, simply stated.
But I'm dead inside, so romance doesn't really work on me.
For the superhero of C4 Fappers, Webtoon now has DC titles: Wayne Family Adventures, Vixen, NYC, Red Hood, Outlaws, and Zatanna and the Ripper. Like all Webtoons, it's free to read. So, nice plug there. Batman is the first original DC story that was been on Webtoon. It launched with 3 episodes in September of 22, with more than 400,000 readers in the first 2 days. So, talk about your gateway intro to comics. That's fantastic. Over 500,000 subscribers, over 76 million views for that Batman comic. So, in comparison, the monthly numbers for Batman Detective and Batman Urban Legends are around 125,000, 53,000, and 44,000. So, Detective Comics number 1,000 was the last time a DC comic ever broke 500,000.
Gotcha.
So, for perspective, Webtoon has print editions of the DC titles with more coming. There's also a live action of Batman in development. Webtoon has a multitude of genres like the slice of life comic Heartbreaker, which is now a Netflix series. The physical comics print quickly, as most of the series have a big backlog. For example, Lore Olympus averages 384 pages per book. Volume 1 came out in November of 21. Volume 5 will be out in October of this year. Webtoon is published by various companies, including Webtoon, Unscrolled, Penguin Random House, Ablaze, and Kickstarter. Webtoon Unscrolled is in previews. Every physical book has been a great read. My kid likes them too. The Webtoons logo has become a sign of quality and a must-read. I'm sure Kyle and Drew, the sommeliers of comics, will find a Webtoon comic that matches their high-quality expectations.
A lot of stuff, it looks almost anime-esque. Where I'm at now, looking at in different genres, a lot of it looks very manga or anime, Japanese in nature. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So fantastic, and thank you, Aaron, for sharing and introducing us to stuff that we should know. On a different topic, Kyle has been able to pick ratios.
Yeah.
Him being able to pick ratios gets discussed every episode, even with the guest host.
This is true.
Yet nobody mentions the person who argued to make this happen, which was me.
That's true.
From now on, I believe anytime there is a mention of a ratio pick, Drew must say, "This ratio pick is brought to you by the great debater Aaron P. Churchill." At least once an episode. If it's mentioned more than once, then you can shorten it to "brought to you by Aaron." You have smart listeners; they'll get it.
How about
Kyle,
next time we do it, I pick my Aaron Churchill Memorial ratio pick.
If Kyle picks a ratio when posting to social media, you must footnote it with my name. No, just kidding.
Do you have a watermark you'd like us to use?
Your check is in the mail, along with your no prize. Thank you, Aaron
Yes.
Churchill, for that scintillating bit of information. So we love the info on the Lore Olympus and the shortcomings that we have not been name checking you enough for all your great contributions. We do appreciate you very much. More appreciation.
Some of this looks like it could get very into DeviantArt if you click on the wrong one of these webtoons.
The webtoons?
Yeah.
They go down some strange...
It looks like there's some cyclones in here.
Oh, no. Jason Kim says, "Hey, can I get a shout out for Westside Comics and Games on August 19th? That will probably be today as you're listening to the show, if you listen to it as soon as we drop it, because we plan on dropping it on Saturday. It's their 10th anniversary.
Hey.
So that's Hawaii's Westside Comics and Games. Julius is the shop owner who is an expert at tabletop games. And a fun fact about him, he owns every single issue of the Avengers.
Nice.
And that's from Jason in Hawaii, and who must also frequent his LCS, Westside Comics and Games. Nice.
There we go.
Always like to get shout outs to people's LCSs. So anytime somebody wants to send one in and shout out their LCS, we'd be glad to do that, because, hey man, that's what got us into comics, and that's what keeps them happening.
Absolutely.
So we love that. Kyle, I've got the solution to our dreary
evenings. We can
Man.
we can pop a little Magic Mind and get a little pick me up and still go to sleep, just enough to give us some clarity of mind, a little creativity, get the creative juices flowing, maybe give you one or two before the podcast, to really focus you in. What do you think of
fall
that?
asleep during one podcast, and all of a sudden that's your problem.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, absolutely. The worst thing you want to do is, brew a pot of coffee at middle of the night right before a podcast.
Yeah.
Then you're up the entire evening. What you need is good, sustained energy, clarity of mind, not, a jolt of caffeine that hurts your body and all these things. Absolutely. And Magic Mind does all that stuff and has that, okay, matcha. I want to talk about matcha, Drew.
Okay. All right.
The green vegetable matcha, that buzzword, that superfood. I didn't think I'd like matcha. I am starting to like matcha, and that's one of the big key ingredients here is that lovely green superfood that has the benefits of all the keeping you goings.
Yeah. And it's cool stuff. It's pricey. Matcha is, but they stick it in this with some great other ingredients, all natural stuff. But you can get it through us with our code. So we want you to check out this Magic Mind elixir. Check this out. It is, go to magicmind.co/comicsfunprofit.
And elixir really is the perfect word for it. It's a nice little elixir. It's very cool.
For sure. If you feel you want to try this out, go to magicmind.co/comicsfunprofit and use our code. You can get 20% off of an initial one-time purchase, or up to 56% off of a subscription. So if this sounds good to you, go to magicmind.co/comicsfunprofit and use our code CFP. You can get up to 56% off your subscription for the next 10 days with the code CFP, or you can just use that discount code CFP at magicmind.co/comicsfunprofit to get 20% off a one-time purchase. Just to sample, dip your toe, check it out.
Kyle, we are running a little behind on previews, but let's touch on Marvel's August for October, because I think the next month's December DC catalogs are already out. Not December catalogs, but they would be November catalogs are already out. So we need to catch up. Let's do Marvel's August for October.
Yep, let's see what Halloween things they have in store. Of course, we have Marvel Gods on the front. Looks like we got Doctor Strange, but let's see where we're starting. Of course, there's our Spider-Man cover. Interesting. Okay, another Disney Mickey Mouse cover. That's kind of rad. That one will do very well. And then see, I hate this. They jump right into preview pages, but not
for the gods,
but not the solicit. So I'm just actually shooting right by all this stuff.
Well, that's interesting. Now, how long have they been? How long has Marvel been giving you the preview pages before the solicit for the book?
They've done it before, but not very often.
That's an interesting choice.
And every time they've ever put the preview pages before it, it's an expensive book. And sure enough, this one's $10.
That's not why they do it.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't want you to just tune it out because it costs too much.
Yep.
Kind of smart.
Hey, just read. Oh, you like this? Well, don't worry about how much it is. Just you like it. It's there for you. It's there for you when you go. It's $9.99, 64 pages.
That's a little high, man. That's a little high. That's a $5 32 pager, which I think is a little high.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman reinvents the cosmology of the Marvel Universe. What happens when the powers that be meet the natural order of things? The infinite détente between the natural order of things and the powers that be nears an end. Old acquaintances are reunited during a Babylon event. The Lion-O Wolves throws the worst parties. Don't look into. Did we miss something? Am I supposed to know? Oh, this is the extra size first issue.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds like just weird Hickman stuff.
There's a John Wilkes Booth penny laying on the ground. That's weird.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Well, I'm not paying $10 for it.
Nope. But are you paying $5 for Captain Marvel #1 by Alyssa Wong and Jan Balthazar?
You know, it was just a couple of months ago we were celebrating the 50th issue of Captain Marvel and celebrating the Kelly Thompson run, and now we're going to fire it up again.
Yep.
Okay.
And of course we have, the Captain gets a permanent glow-up design by Jen Bartel. So this reminds me of when Batgirl got her new costumes and everything. So
Which we liked at first, but it didn't last.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how long this one will last. Do you?
No, it's a weird coat thing. Looks like
you said you said Sergeant Pepper's, right?
Yeah,
You saw it?
yeah, very much.
That's just weird. It's a jacket. It's a blazer. How is a blazer for fighting crime?
Yeah, but it doesn't even last 2 pages because then we have Captain Marvel Assault on Eden #1, and we're back in the OG.
Okay, all right. The way to stick to your guns, I guess.
Okay, here we have now the Ultimate Universe #1. Not the Ultimates Universe, the Ultimate Universe. Jonathan Hickman, Stefano Caselli.
This concludes from Ultimate Invasion. And this is the foundational issue for the new line of Ultimate Comics. Cool.
Spider-Boy #1 by your boy and mine, Dan Slott. Paco Medina on art. All kinds of covers, be them Scotty Young, homage, design, negative space by John Tyler Christopher, all kinds of stuff.
There's a foil cover too.
Yep. Yeah, retailers and consumers, please inquire regarding foil prices. So, foil prices are not available. If I know Marvel, they're going to add $4 a piece.
Well, this is Slott's baby. He feels very, very. He's very bullish on Spider-Boy. That Spider-Boy is going to last the test of time. I don't love the design of the character myself. So, and I haven't actually read any Spider-Boy, so I can't really judge except by the cover, and I don't love it.
There you go. Speaking of things I don't love, we have started a She-Hulk over again.
Yeah, this time it's called Sensational She-Hulk. The exact same writer, Rainbow Rowell, is back.
Same Jen Bartel covers.
Yeah, yep. It was a good series. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm just not sure. Well, I guess it's because of money. So
Yes.
we're going to renumber it and call it Sensational.
There you go.
So I wonder if I'm sure she's still a lawyer. I'm sure she's still a lawyer in the same firm.
The
Maybe
best
not.
hero / lawyer in the Marvel Universe is going to remind you why she's so sensational.
I mean, I enjoyed the storylines with the Scoundrel and the Jack of Hearts stuff. That was really great. She started a fight club with Ben Grimm and Giganta, and that was fun. And they just got together and just beat on each other. That was pretty cool. They did a lot of it was a lot of fun stuff in that last volume. So I'm kind of hoping they just kind of continue some of the good stuff that they started in the last series, and they don't just start over like none of that ever happened.
Yeah.
It is the same creator. I would hope so. We'll see.
Marvel not doing a good job showing very many of these covers at all.
No, they don't even care.
No, they're not even trying to sell covers. Yelena Belova returns with White Widow #1. Sarah Gailey on writing. Alessandro Miracolo doing the art. Art Germ will be doing a cover, so that'll be cool.
I know Sarah Gailey from Eat the Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a pretty good series. So might be good.
There we go.
Might be good.
Carnage #1 by Torren Gronbach and Pere Perez on art. Looks like we've got some maybe some dark Carnage here. Every symbiote needs a host, and for Carnage, there has only ever been one host who has made it feel whole. And it's time for a reunion. Don't miss this shocking and unexpected start to the next chapter of Carnage's story, one which lays the groundwork for the next Venom epic. So we're back with Cletus Cassidy, so that's awesome.
And that Paulo Sequeira, what is his name? Paulo Sequeira cover, pretty good.
There you
go. The Predator versus Wolverine issue 2 cover is not done.
Yeah, so we get interior art.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. They started there. There's interior art.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wrong.
And then we have the return of Straczynski to Marvel with Captain America #2. Talked about that last month.
Classified. I don't know how well that's going to sell. There's nothing there, actually. It's Jeff is back with another issue.
Yep, the Jeff first. No, this is the first issue of It's Jeff, the Jeff first. But we've talked about Jeff before, and I don't really remember where.
Didn't Jeff have his own one-shot before?
Yeah, I think so.
Just another one-shot?
Yeah, we're just going to keep doing that. Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Blood. #1 of a 4-issue series by Garth Ennis, Alex Segura, and Ashley Allen.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That Bjorn Barons, dude.
Yeah,
they don't mess around.
There will be there's a dope Bjorn Barons, and we will be getting a Del Auto cover as well that, of course, Marvel's not showing us.
I don't recognize the homage variant, but it might be from Marvel Zombies that I didn't read.
There you go.
I can't tell what that is. It's supposed to be. Man, that's some wicked covers. Just gross.
Crypt of Shadows, #1. Reopening the crypt. This looks like once more as All Hallows Eve draws near, the dust covering slabs that seals shut the crypt, blocking out the sun and casting a forever shadows, has cracked open to let the darkness loose and prey the Marvel universe. But they mercenary are mage, goaded by the law of rage. This tells me nothing. That was the dumbest.
You lost interest.
That was
in
the
reading the
dumbest
solicit.
solicit. I have a feeling that this is old stories in one thing, and they're just not telling us.
Yeah, that's possible.
Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos, 1 of 4.
Stephanie Phillips and Carlos Magno doing this? Okay. Captain America was transformed into a werewolf on the front lines of World War II.
Sure.
Oh, are these like to counter DC's foray back into the Golden Age? Like they're going back into the Wayback Machine too?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. It seems weird.
Very. Hallows Eve, the Big Night, #1.
Yeah, I got nothing there. Spine-tingling Spider-Man, #1. That's a Saladin Ahmed and Juan Ferreira.
So we've got that's essentially just a horror Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Never going to care about that.
No.
Spider-Man 35. This sets up the next 24 issues of Amazing Spider-Man.
Wow, that's a big claim.
Yeah.
So do not miss this. And if you don't like it, then you can take off the next 2 years?
Exactly.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. So we've got digital spider look in there, and we've got Goblin in the background. So I'm guessing that's what's going to be the next 2 years. Actually, it's two per month, so 1 year.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hope it's good. More Torn Grombeck, this time with Venom 26.
Do we want to put money on whether it's good or bad? I would venture towards bad.
The Zeb Wells amazing? Or are we talking about Torn Grombeck's Venom?
We're talking about the next 24 issues of Amazing Spider-Man. Sorry.
I mean, I like the first
20 some, so ish for the most part. It could be okay.
Yeah, could be.
They're putting a lot of eggs in that basket, though.
That's why I know that's scary.
I don't even know if I don't even think I'd tell people this. I wouldn't even say that. So everything for the next 24 issues is in this issue. Everything you need to know. God, I hope you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Superior Spider-Man returns.
Okay.
What's that about?
Okay. The Spider Team, the Redefine the Amazing Spider-Man, returns to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the most monumental and shocking Spider story of a generation. Dan Slott, Ryan Stegman, Mark Bailey, Giuseppe Camicoli, Alberto Ramondos, Peter Parker, Doc Ock together again for a Spider-Man story superior to all others. 48-page one-shot. This had better be new, real stories and not a retread, or I will kill somebody.
So it's just like another story. Spidey.
Sure.
Is that?
Yeah, it's 10 years down the road, so I assume we're catching back. We're going to catch back up with him.
Because I mean, otherwise, then we've got to possess Parker with the spirit of Doc arms. The octopus tentacles, or we've got to somehow let Doc Ock back in to Peter Parker again. We can't do that, so it'd probably have to be back then.
I would think so. Yep.
It's a $7 one shot for 48 pages.
Jeez.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Spidey Universe got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's Red Goblin, Spider-Man India. Uncanny Spider-Man. Then we're going to get into the X-Verse. We've got Jean Grey.
3 of that 4-issue series, yep. Jerry Dugan and Xavier Garon with Uncanny Avengers 3.
X-27. Alpha Flight 3. Invincible, Iron Man 11. Yeah, we're in section when I don't read any of this, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this
Immortal
X-Men 129 facsimile? What happened in this one? This is the first Hellfire Club? This is the first chapter of the Dark Phoenix saga.
Yeah.
One of the all-time
but not the one
greatest.
you want.
Yeah. And then we have Daredevil 183 facsimile. Frank Miller.
Now that one I know.
I don't remember that being that big of a deal. What was the deal? Just the first Punisher and Daredevil?
Yeah, them fighting.
Oh, this wasn't like the first time Miller took over the book, right? It wasn't that cover. Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't like it when you do facsimiles for books I don't recognize.
See, yeah, like I immediately knew that one. Like the one up top, the X-Men, not as much. That's not the Dark Phoenix I think of.
But that Daredevil.
When I think Dark Phoenix Saga, but the Daredevil, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Moon Knight hits 28. And Marvel Tales does Moon Knight and Werewolf by Night.
Oh, cool.
As a Marvel Tales #1. That looks kind of fun. And that's Doug Munch.
Yeah.
So old school Moon Knight. Bill Sienkiewicz. It's a little throwbacky.
Plus, we got a Moon Knight City of the Dead. My cup runneth over, Kyle.
Hold on. This Moon Knight versus Werewolf by Night is retreads. Solo Avengers 3, Mark Spector Moon Knight 52, 53.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's not new stuff.
Yeah.
The 1980 Moon Knight, number 29 and 30. So yeah, there's several things in there, 120 pages, but dang.
Oh, that's how much it is? Oh, 120 pages. For $8, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a good ratio.
And Moon Knight City of the Dead, so as I said, plenty of Moon Knight for me. All this
Avengers Incorporated, yeah.
New story arc starting with Avengers 7, so if you didn't like the last one, now you can hop back on.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer, Rebirth. You know, Eric's loving that.
Yeah.
He's a big Silver Surfer fan. Scarlet Witch 9 and 10. Deadpool finishes up with its side quest mini.
Deadpool Batter Blood number 5. I've enjoyed the Rob Liefeld covers.
There's your Bjorn Barons cover that you lust over.
So good.
Yeah.
Yes.
For Ghost Rider 19.
Ghost Rider 19, yep.
And Ghost Rider gets an annual with Valerio Giordiana cover, which is not bad.
Incredible Hulk 5.
Couple of Doc Stranges. Guardians hits number 7. Looks like they're killing the Guardians. I think they always kill the Guardians every couple of issues.
And this Guardians of the Galaxy is the one that's been a little more westerny.
Have I told you how much I like this Fantastic Four book?
Yes, you have.
And like the last issue, like I told you about the blind issue with what's her face, kind of the main story, right?
Yes.
And then this last one I just read was like a hardcore sci-fi Doctor Who-ish type story where there was some time warping happening and some cryostasis happening on this ship, and it was told kind of backwards through 500 years, and it just like it. By the time I was done, I was just like, "Oh, that's really good." I just got through that book, and it just took me along, very accessible. Held my hand through the sci-fi stuff and explained what was going on, and it was really fun, cool little self-contained story, and like you're in, you're out. Could read it out of like you wouldn't need to have a lot of canon, or you could just hand this comic to somebody and they'd be able to read a little Fantastic Four story. It was really cool.
Excellent.
Alien gets an annual with Declan Shalvey at the helm.
Star Wars Dark Droids is on 3 of 5.
Kyle, the Scourged variant cover. Who is that droid? Do you recognize that droid by any chance? From any of your cartoon dalliances?
Scourged.
The one by Rachel Stott.
Yeah, that. Yes, I do.
Okay. I've never seen that.
Couldn't tell you, but yeah.
I've never seen that droid before in my life. Dark Droids D Squad. That's Forlom. Forlom? Who's that? What droid is this? Are these like deep cuts of like you saw a
These are
glimpse of these?
Yeah.
Characters?
So Forlome, you can actually see right there on the action figure cover, who I think is actually the dude that you were talking about that you didn't know. No, he's different, but similar in build.
Oh yeah, look back up at it. I don't think it's the same one.
Yeah.
Might be. Yeah. Okay. And who is it? Like, what era are we talking about? Forlome. Do we know?
OG, original
Really?
trilogy. Yeah.
So you don't really like? Was he in a cantina scene? Where would I have seen him?
Let's see here. A rusty droid with insect-like features from Empire.
From Empire. Okay.
He's another protocol droid.
Okay. So probably could have just been.
You would have seen him sitting there
in the.
He's in the bounty hunter scene. He's one of the dudes.
Okay. So he's somebody's translator or something.
At one point, yes.
Okay. I mean, like, I'm a Star Wars fan, right? I'm excited for Ahsoka. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I watched all the series. I watched all the movies. But I don't know who. I mean, that's a deep cut, man. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. They're running out of ideas, homie. So they're getting deep cuts.
Yeah, that's true. They have touched on everybody else.
I was going to say we had dude from Cantina Band in here just the other day.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Max
I guess
Rebo,
it's good. I guess that's good.
Coming out. Max Rebo coming on strong, and I could not have predicted that coming.
But like, there. I mean, there hasn't been a Greedo series. He had more screen time. He shot
True.
first.
Absolutely. A lot of Lobot stuff here in Star Wars, too.
Yeah.
Are you aware of Lobot?
I am.
Okay, just checking.
A little what I am.
What about Hondo off of the Vader 39 cover?
What page am I on?
Digital 82.
I was booking. Hold on. Hondo. Which one's Hondo? Where am I looking?
It's showing us the Star Wars
Oh, okay, there it is.
15th anniversary.
Hondo variant by Nabetsi Zitro. Okay, he drove. Okay, when the AT-ATs were coming.
Nope, he's in Clone Wars, and since you refuse to watch him, you don't know who he is. Suck it.
Oh, he's on Clone Wars. Okay. It says
What about
right
Rex?
there. It says right there on the cover. Clone Wars.
Yeah, there's Rex, super important character here on the next one on Bounty Hunters. That variant.
Yeah. Okay, so these are all Clone Wars things. Yeah, nobody cares.
Oh, dude, check out that Darth Maul cover for Aphra. Aphra has a cool Darth Maul cover.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to call you out again because you used to give me all kinds of crap for liking Boba Fett because Boba Fett had 39 seconds of screen time or whatever, but Darth Maul didn't have that much more.
Yeah, he did. He had a whole lot more. Duel of the Fates, homie. Come on.
Yeah, same character basically.
Oh, shut up.
You think I'm going to like Ahsoka?
Yes.
Even though I don't have your background? Think I'll be able to enjoy it?
I think I'm going to love Ahsoka, and I think you're going to like Ahsoka.
Okay. That's cool. Well, it won't
Star
be too
Wars
woke for
High We'll see. If it is, it's going to suck.
You'll let me know.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping she doesn't strike a Barbie pose, but we'll see. Star Wars High Republic's Shadows of Starlight #1 from Charles Soule. Who lived, who died, answers to the greatest catastrophe of the golden age of the Jedi. Blah, blah, blah. Very cool. That's a cover to have.
There you go.
You
attention
definitely wanna have that
retailers, due to the FOC of October 2nd, falling within the October previews catalog date range, the November 23 week one comic titles and trades that FOC on October the 2nd are now solicited in this October's catalog. So November week one is also included in this catalog.
Interesting.
So they've jammed. It is 140 pages of stuff that they've jammed, but they have jammed a week of November into this as well. So tons of trades and hardcovers, and all looks pretty cool. All well collected, beautiful stuff. I just don't want to touch on all of them. I'm just going to see if there's anything hot that pops out at me. I like that they're collecting all this alien stuff. That's cool.
So that makes sense why we had 2 issues of certain comics that we normally don't have 2 monthly issues.
Yeah.
Those are first week items, so they're catching the November first week and the October first week.
Yeah, I was thinking they were going to accelerate their release schedule, but yeah, you're right. That's what that was about. I love the pull quote on the Mandalorian collection. Picks up the story well. Yeah, no kidding. It's the exact same story that was on the screen.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's just a retread completely of that story. Lots of collections.
Don't care about any of them.
Wow, why is that on $100? The Captain Marvel Kelly Thompson Omnibus, $100. Ouch. That's not all 50 issues, is it? Can you do 50 issues in an omnibus? That's too many, isn't it?
You can. The Walking Deads were, what, 47 or something like that?
Yeah. Are compendiums the equivalent of omnibus? Maybe.
Yes.
I think so. Epic Collections. Epic Collections, man, I just knew. You can't just dip your toe in the Epic Collection. Once you start buying Epic Collections, man, you got to get them all, right? You got to put them all on the shelf.
Oh, yeah. You become that guy.
Look at the Avengers West Coast they're collecting. Oh, man. Those would be fun. Damn it, I want all this stuff. Put it all. Just need to build me a library for this. God, I'm almost through, Kyle. I'm almost to the end. Lord, 140 pages. Woo! That was a lot. That was a lot. Kyle, let's get out of this catalog and go to our good friends at CBSI with their Hot 10. Can we do that?
We're heading over to our good friends at comicbookinvest.com, checking out their Hot 10 they have and see what the best things on the secondary market are. And we're going to start with number 1, Night Terrors Zatanna. Number 2, the Chuma Hill 1 in 50 variant. Currently going for $150 to $175.
Jeez.
That's nuts. It's a cool looking cover, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know if it's $175 cool.
Yeah. Either in the love this or hate this camp, but we cannot decide. Clearly, some people love it, and based on the current pricing, they're buying it. At rank 2, we have Dwellings, number 1, the J. Stevens 1 in 10 variant. That is Oni Press's Dwellings, number 1.
I couldn't tell. That's cool. Okay.
And at rank 3, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 26 The Gabriel Del Otto variant, capped at 480 copies. CGC 9.8s were going between 200 and 250, now 300 to 350. Going to catch hate for putting this on here, fair enough. Sales are all we really care about, and the numbers warrant this to be on the list. That saying there is no such thing as bad publicity. So, I don't know where you got this thing, where you're supposed to go to get this thing, but it wasn't traditional, I'm guessing then.
Yeah. I'll Google that.
And, of course, number 4, stupid San Diego Comic-Con Ashcan for Transformers, $400 raw. CGC 9.9 for $1,200. Hoy. So this book is out of the gate going crazy in the Ashcan format. Who knows? Sorry about that. Had a little coughing fit. Journey into Mystery 622 second printing. $45 for raw. CGC 9.8 is going for a high of $680, which is the highest by triple what it had done before. Don't know if it's just Tom Hiddleston, or if he's doing a signing or what, but setting that kind of 9.8 sales record is just crazy. At rank 6, we have Max Rebo, number 1, the Ryan Brown 1 in 100 variant. $125 to $135, while we have liked some of the Brown variants in these one-shots. Not really feeling this one, nor do we understand that they did a book on Max Rebo at all. I tend to agree with that sentiment as well. But
Yeah.
as Drew and I say, if you paid for 1 in 100 and it's only worth 125, you ain't winning.
No, you're not winning. You're not winning there. So that's interesting about that Hiddleston thing. So
Yeah.
people they're buying a CGC'd comic for a premium to get the case signed, I guess.
Yeah.
Have Hiddleston
and
sign
nobody
the
knows
case.
if Hiddleston is doing a signing or anything. I mean, there's nothing that's been announced that we know of.
But there'll be otherwise you're just assuming Loki 2 is going to be huge.
Or they think Hiddleston's going to die.
Oh, okay. All right.
At rank 7, Scarlet Witch number 7, the Megan Hatrick 1 in 50, was about a $50 to $60 book. Now a $70 to $80 book, continuing its slow burn. Don't know if this is the ceiling or not, but generally books that have this kind of priced trend usually hold a pretty decent return on investment. Meh.
Yeah, pretty meh.
Invincible 120. $20 to $25. This is, of course, the Death of Battle Beast. Like seeing books that do well based on just the story. This one does have a really good cover, and that helps also. At rank 9, Omega number 1, the limited to 1,000 version. CGC 9.0 going for $650. $660 for a raw.
What?
Yes.
What?
First appearance of Faust. Have found out that Tim Vigil was mentioning this, and this is the result.
I have no. Yeah, that's so strange.
Yeah.
Like I assume this raw is in pretty good shape. They assume it's going to
No
be
kidding.
It's going to be better than a 9.0. Wow, that's very very strange.
Mm-hmm. Night Terrors number 3, the Christian Duce 1 in 25 variant, $35 to $40. Another interesting homage cover. What is the opposite of yay? Oh yeah, it's nay.
That's a terrible cover. I hate the font. This is not a good choice.
Nope, not at all. It's horrible.
And what is IH 340? Am I supposed to know what that is? Was my brain supposed to function?
Incredible Hulk 340, where Wolverine, you can see his reflection on his claws.
I can barely tell that's an homage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Okay.
Yeah. And we've had a litany of 340 homages, so this
way better
one
than that.
doesn't even stand. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Way better than
Sorry, Christian Duce, we hate it.
that. Yeah.
Honorable mentions: we have Godzilla Here There Be Dragons, number 2, the 1 in 25 variant, going for about $30. There's definitely a group of collectors that go for Godzilla. Not sure if this one has the it factor, but let's see what we got.
No, it does not.
And the other, yeah, I agree. The other honorable mention, Super Magician Comics, number 5 from 1945. A CGC 4.5 going for $1,000. Don't know what in the world is going on here, but I can see some Golden Age collectors. They gotta have it.
Yeah, it looks like we got a clan member on the cover, or a clan type with a clan type robe.
He's in brown, though.
And a damsel in distress. And so, yeah, bright colors, scantily clad woman. I think that's
Sold.
everything you need in a Golden Age comic, right? Very cool.
Very true.
Very cool. All right, let's slide on over to FOC time.
Of course, FOC is our final order cutoff. It's our last bite at the apple on a few items that are coming out here in just a few weeks. And our FOCs and our good friends at Cowabunga and Deep Discount Comics are goodly enough to say, hey, you might have missed this on previews. If you really want it, we'll give you another shot. Yep. Goodly enough.
Goodly enough.
Much appreciated. So, let's go over to Lunar Distributions while I have my lovely order form Excel sheet pipped up here to the side, and let's see what we got. And the first thing that pops off the page for me is Batman #1 Facsimile Edition.
Great idea to have a blank of the very first Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get sketches on that. Oh, that's really cool. Like, why wouldn't you want a Greg Capullo sketch or something on a Batman #1 facsimile? That's cool.
Yep.
I hate that it's $8, you know.
Yeah. So, like, the traditional cover A, as it was, is a $7 book.
Yeah.
If you're removing every detail from it, it's an $8 book. And if you're adding foil, it's a $9 book.
I don't understand. Okay. All right. We get a great art germ, Batman and Robin #1. So Batman and Robin #1. I missed this completely. When did this happen?
Yeah.
Josh Williamson doing this? Did we know? Did I know about this?
So is this White Rabbit? Is that who this is?
Yeah, probably.
That is so good.
Yeah, she's cute. It's Batman and Robin. Okay, we did talk about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had to have known about it.
Yeah.
I've just forgotten.
Father and son, Bruce and Damian, Batman and Robin. From Batman and Robin to Night Terrors, a lot has happened to the dynamic duo, but now they are back together and ready to fight crime in Gotham, just in time for Batman's most mysterious rogues to team up to turn the city into an urban jungle. A new villain watches from the shadows, intent on revenge, and a plot to turn one of Batman's greatest assets against him. Can Damian help his father solve the case before it's too late? Brand new, fun, and exciting father-son adventure begins from DC Comics architect Joshua Williams and superstar artist Simone DeMeo.
Yeah, cool. I'm down for that. Like the world needs more Batman comics, but you know what? I'm going to read it anyway. Who am I kidding?
100%. Yeah, no doubt. It looks like a good one, though. I'll read good Batman comics all day.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Batman Incorporated. I enjoy this Steven Segovia 1 in 25 cover there.
I'd like to have $150 laying around to buy the Ex Machina Complete Series Omnibus with all 50 issues plus the Ex Machina Special 1 through 4.
Good news is, if you're ordering from our good friends at Cowabunga Comics, it's not going to be $150.
No, probably half that.
$75. Yeah, half.
Not bad. Not too shabby. That was such a good series. Man, I love that. The Madness is back with issue 2 and some gross covers. My God. Terrifying. Money Shot. I forgot about that thing. That's still around from Vault.
Still around. Tim Seeley.
Your boy.
My boy.
Superman Lost, 6 of 10. Forgot about Wildcats. That's still happening. That's on That's on number 11. World's Finest Teen Titans on issue 3. That's only a 6 issue though.
Dan Panosian with a really nice bust. Yeah,
it is really nice.
Heading over to see our Image books. Not a lot of Image books. Not a lot at all.
Well, we think we might be in that dead zone area too.
Yeah.
In between. Damn Them All, issue 8. Doing multiple covers on that now. That's cool.
Luckily for you, there's a Fence book out this FOC, so you are good to go.
I'm done with Fence.
What?
There's only so much gay fencing I can read, and I think 4 volumes is my limit.
Collar me shocked.
Yeah, I'm full out. That's enough.
Rare Flavors #1 from Boom Studios, Viram and Felipe Andraya. On art, discover the tantalizing tale of Ruben Bashk, a demonic Rakshasa. Do you know what a Rakshasa is from your D&D days?
I do not.
It's like a tiger, but the paws are backwards. And it can shapeshift.
Okay. Very cool.
With a down-to-earth dream of becoming the next Anthony Bourdain. To achieve his vision, Ruben enlists Mo, a filmmaker who has seen better days, to document the world-renowned cuisine of India and the people behind such glorious food. But little does Mo know that there's more to Ruben than meets the eye, and the mortals play a darker role in the show than they were prepared for. It's a lot going on.
Yeah. Entice your palate with the follow-up offering from the team of Felipe Andrade and Ram V. Okay, Hungry Ghost. I remember reading that.
Mm-hmm.
That was Anthony Bourdain's Hungry Ghost. I remember that one. And then Eat the Rich. I read that. So okay. Very cool.
Down hanging out in Marvel, and boy, Cult of Carnage Misery #5 is a scary looking cover. I'm going to have nightmares.
Do we like the cracked glass look of Amazing 34, or do we think it's not that? Nothing special?
That's stupid. Yeah, that's dumb.
I kind of like it. I guess I'm wrong. What do I know? I'm not allowed to have my own opinion.
You absolutely are. I just think it's got a little bit too much uniform identity to actually be anything.
Gotcha. Are there crazy Howard the Duck fans out there that would go for the Howard the Duck variant for Guardians of the Galaxy 6 by Momoko? A Momoko Howard the Duck cover.
There you go.
Maybe.
If you look at Predator versus Wolverine #1, these are both homage covers to the same.
Way better than the other one.
Incredible Hulk, and all of them done better than the one that was featured.
The garbage that the CBS boys liked.
Yes. Not necessarily that they liked. It had the numbers to be on the list. They were
in their silly system that highlights
their silly system based on sales.
Based on a 1 in 100 that sold for $90. Yeah. Let's celebrate this score. Did I say they're our friends? Our good friends?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe
good friends.
Not. Maybe they're not our good friends.
Well, you and I are good friends, and you talk shit about me all the time.
Distant acquaintances.
Yeah.
I like the Dark Droids.
Okay, so
those look cool.
They're giving Uncanny Spider-Man #1 the credit for being a Window Shades variant, but they're doing it different than the other Window Shades variant.
Yeah. So you don't have to peek through the window shades. You can just have a window shade on your cover somewhere.
Correct.
In some form or fashion. Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, look at him.
Let you say, yeah.
That's pretty cool. The Scotty Young him vamping. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Going to let you say the name of the Duck comic in Dynamite.
Where are we at in Dynamite? The Negaduck. Nega like mega.
Correct.
Yes. But I can see where you might want to be careful.
Yes, yeah. Be careful when ordering this. Bloodborne Bleak Domination #1. Celebrating horror comics writer Cullen Bunn and fan favorite artist Petor Kowalski teaming up once more. So, this is from Titan. Bloodborne is, of course, the Dark Souls video game that everybody is eagerly hoping we get a second one of at some point in time. But we probably won't for a very long time because of Elden Ring and how long that took. But
RPG?
people, yes, it's one of those very, very difficult third-person action, perfect timing, blocking, roll, attack games that frustrate me to no end.
Like, give me an example.
Dark Souls.
Like Dark Souls. Okay.
Yeah. Which was the creator of the genre. So that's why I use it.
Gotcha.
And then Bloodborne is their very noir version of it. But it did very well. But in this, we have a whole new storyline. So people may clamor for this storyline, really wanting more of that game and what goes on in those worlds.
And this is all they're going to get. So, yeah. Take it.
Yeah, for the time being, we've got a 4-issue series. So check it out.
Very cool. Crash, and we have discovered over the years that these
video game stuff does good.
Yeah.
Does fairly well. Yeah, these Titan books.
It appeals, and sometimes, like with Last of Us, rears its ugly head multiple times.
100%.
So it's worth an investment. Crashland is Scout Comics, which is a historical adventure drama set in the backdrop of World War II, with a young handmaid at a local brothel encounters a wounded pilot and determines to help him journey back to India.
You thought that Scout comic book was good, Drew. Let me talk to you about Fungi #1 from Scout Comics. J.M. Ringet is on writing and art. In a fantasy world inhabited by humanoid mushrooms who have built a society close to feudal Japan and ancient China, follow the adventures of a band of outcasts who journey across an epic landscape in a heroic quest for forgiveness, revenge, and honor. Oh, by the way, did I mention they're humanoid mushrooms?
Yeah, I think you led with that. So
yeah,
nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
We got 2 covers here, both of them very cool.
Hexagon Bridge is a new Image comic by Richard Blake, who's doing the art and the writing, and it's about Jacob and Alina Armlin, who are explorers trapped in a parallel dimension of elusive landscapes and shifting architecture inhabited by mischievous entities. Sounds trippy, man. Too trippy for me. Hey Kids Comics finishes up with issue 6 of 6. Just read 5, and dude, it was super. I knew who everybody was, pretty much.
Hey,
it was nice.
go.
So we're in the 80s, 90s. So not everybody, but I knew a lot of them, and so this is really fun. Really cool series. I hope he does. I hope he does a 90s. That'll be fun.
And remember, folks, we went through some Image comics up at the top, but due to petty ritualistic principles, some of those are down in our smaller publishers.
We don't know
because we have more additional things here, including something epic #5, which I'm challenging my good brother Drew on the cover C to tell me the homage. It is an album that came out post 2000.
Cover C. Is that Eminem?
No, it's Korn's Follow the Leader.
Corn,
Come on.
Corn. Oh, yes.
You weren't real into Korn.
I was not.
As much as I was in 1998. Very, very good. Very cool homage, though.
Blackout Bombshell #1. This is a massive book. Louis Southard and Dean Kotz on art. Psychedelic noir vibes of Blackout Bombshell. It's the bastard child of Philip Marlowe and Hunter S. Thompson novel. So it's a private investigator, but also what's gone on? Anything supernatural? Please no. Might check that out. That might be interesting. I like private investigator stuff.
Yeah. Drew, we talked last month about the Cull #1 from Image Comics. Kelly Thompson, Mattia De Luis on that one.
Yeah.
Something is Killing the Children, horror vibes mixed with Goonie-style adventures. Went to a second print, so we have our option for the multiple prints of issue #2 here. But we also have the second print of issue #1 with a fresh new cover.
Okay. Kyle, things that are popular in comics and pop culture, zombies. Also Vikings. Vikings. So you know what I think we should do? Let's combine them to Zom Vikings.
Zom Viking. Okay, all right.
That's what Fair Square Comics LLC is doing with Zom Vikings 1 of 2. And it's pure horror fun. With
you know why it's not fun, Drew?
Why?
Book's $13
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Rodolfo Santulo and Jock. What are you up
with
to?
Never's tree is not Jock but Jock.
Not that Jock.
No C. Yeah, the Jock with no C.
I mean, good. Come on. You're ripped. Okay, whatever. So not only are you have a crappy premise, you overcharge it, and you've ripped off the artist's name to cash in on his.
You have neither original book, original name, or original pricing structure.
Pricing is out of whack for show.
But you know what isn't out of whack, Drew? It's not out of whack when I tell you I need you to pick one book from this FOC that's going to be the book to grab. What you getting? I'm just going to head over here and quickly pick up the second printing of the Cull #1 from Kelly Thompson.
Yeah. It's good that you can follow your older brother as he picked the Cull, and then you follow in his footsteps to pick the second printing. My leavings, my sloppy seconds, if you will, enjoy following behind me and picking up what I leave you. That's great.
Okay, now with a shout out to Fungi from Scout Comics.
No Fungi shout outs are allowed. I'm going to go with Rare Flavors from Boom Studios. The Romvi.
Rare Flavors. Why did you say it like that?
Did I say Rare Flavors? How did I say
You
it?
went Rare Flavor.
Rare Flavors. Was there flamboyance, as I said?
There was, you were going somewhere with it. You zigged when I thought you were going to zag.
Rare Flavors by Ramvi and Felipe Andrade. And I like everything this thing compares itself to, so I'm going to check this out from Boom.
There we go. All right, Drew, let's head on over to good friend at CumberPrice.com and see if we can find some new additional stuff from the secondary market. Let's start with #1 on their list, New X-Men 114 from 2001. Deadpool 3 has been the center of all MCU rumors as of late. It figures that the reported multiversal adventure of the Merc with a Mouth will bring about whispers of a bunch of different cameos. One of the whispers is that of Cassandra Nova, the quote-unquote twin sister of Charles Xavier. She is an astral plane parasite who copied Xavier's DNA while it was getting gestated inside the womb. Kinky. Talk about sibling rivalries. In addition to this cameo rumor, there is even a fainter whisper that this will not be Cassandra Nova's only appearance. According to well-known leakers, it is likely that Cassandra Nova will also appear as an antagonist in the third Doctor Strange films. Rumor. 113 copies drew sold on the secondary market. A high sale of $300 for CGC 9.8. And Rawls going for $12. So that's pretty good. At rank 2, we have Spider-Man 2099. Everybody's favorite Spider Dude. This book continues to discourse 1992's #1 issue of Spider-Man 2099. Not Spider-Man 2099's first appearance, but his first solo book. So, I mean, this one we've talked ad nauseum to. The Spider-Verse film has already come and gone. So, but it continues to move more. 50 additional copies selling. 203. We're over $200 for CGC 9.8s, and near mint Rawls $32. And Spawn #1 continuing to be on the list. Been there since 1992. We thought that this was an overpublished book, but no, people still going nuts for it. It's been on these lists 1,000 times. 40 copies sold yet again. 40 copies yet again sold of Spawn #1.
You dropped out.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, the Skype call dropped and the recording plopped into the chat. So you need to start over at cover price, the beginning.
It was already 3 through.
Yeah, we're gonna start over.
I just went without you. You don't normally talk during it anyways. I was hoping we'd have just clicked back together and you wouldn't have said a damn thing.
We want to do that?
No. We just talked for 3 minutes, so no.
You sure?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, I'm gonna hit record then. I'm gonna record the second piece. I don't know what that was weird.
Yeah, it was very odd. And we're heading over to coverprice.com. Check out the things on the secondary market. And, of course, we're going to start with the very first item. We've got new X-Men 114 from 2001. Deadpool 3 rumors have been the center of all MCU rumors as of late. It figures that the reported multiversal adventures of the Merc with a Mouth will bring about whispers of cameos. Of course, this is talking about Cassandra Nova. We talked about this before, Drew. The twin sister of Charles Xavier that copied him in the womb or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they think that she will appear in Deadpool 3, but also be a part of the next Doctor Strange film. So she will have a long tail. 113 copies on the secondary market.
Wow.
CGC 9.8 for $300. But you can get a very fine raw for $12. So you might still find these lurking around. It's a nice little red cover with the bright yellow X's in the front. So dig through your bins and see if you can find it around.
There were so many of these new X-Men in our quarter bins. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, 100%. At rank 2, we have Spider-Man 2099 #1. This is, of course, the first solo 2099 book, not 2099's first appearance. You know, Across the Spider-Verse is already released, but there is still pub over this Miguel O'Hara, especially that there are, I think it was Oscar Isaac does the voice for it, so he's a cool character that people like. 50 copies continuing to sell in the secondary market. CGC 9.8 is going for $203. We're up over the $200 mark, and Near Mint's going for $32. At rank 3, we have Spawn #1, of course, 1992. There are 1 billion of this book, but boy, do they continue to sell on the secondary market. I think we've sold each and every book at least twice. 40 more copies sold on the secondary market. CGC 9.8 for $179. Near mint rolls, $43. You couldn't give these away at one point, but dang. Spider-Man Reign, #1 from 2007. This is the black costume. In 2018, Bruce Wayne got in trouble for showing off his Batarang in Batman Damned #1. The media went wild, and even non-regular collectors soon attempted to grab a copy of the recalled issue. However, Bruce's shadowy member's debut was not the first time we've seen a crime fighter going commando. This issue shows an alternate reality version of Spider-Man, older, withered, retired, and still dealing with the heavy burden of accidentally killing MJ through decades of radiation exposure. There's a little bit more to it. Not only that, but we also get a full display of his web shooter.
Oh, God.
Due to this specific reason, the issue was recalled but never replaced. The second print corrected the issue by removing the controversial panel. Collecting recalled issue is a niche fandom in the comic book world. Still, the uptick is specifically due to an upcoming series returning to the Spider-Man Reign storyline, with Spider-Man Reign 2 by Kari Andrews releasing November 2023. Tracking 13 copies in the secondary market, high sale of $80 for CGC 9.4, and Raw's going for about $8.
All that for 13 copies moved for $8.
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
I read all that, absolutely. At rank 5, friggin' Spider-Boy, $238 for a CGC 9.8, 39 copies in the secondary market, near mitts for $38. Night Terror's ugly, friggin' stupid Christian Duce cover, Hulk 340 homage, 37 copies in the secondary market, $50 for Raw. If you're looking around, you can maybe get it for $20. Ugly cover. X-Men 130, the newsstand variant from 1980. This is such a fun rumor to write about, and it comes from the production floor of Deadpool 3, which is all of our stuff at the moment. And during Taylor Swift's epic worldwide Eras tour, this issue of X-Men features the first appearance of the Dazzler, a mutant that can turn sound vibrations into light and energy beams. The character was initially started as a potential multimedia deal between Marvel and Casablanca Records, in which the latter hoped to produce music created by this fictional character. It is fitting that the latest rumors on Dazzler is that she will cameo in Deadpool 3, played by none other than Taylor Swift. Regardless of any particular feelings towards the superstar, no one can deny Swift's massive star power. A cameo like this would appeal to absolutely every freaking person in the world. And this will lead to huge demands from Dazzler, leading to many speculators to go ahead and pick up this first appearance. 33 copies selling on the secondary market. High sale of $449 for CGC, just a 9.6. And Raws for $63. That is crazy. At rank 8, we have Invincible 120. We talked about this being the death issue that people are going through and grabbing. It has been 2 years since we introduced to the Invincible animated series. Fans went on a wild ride through the bloody, gut-wrenching, bone-shattering, knuckle-busting, neck-snapping animated story of mayhem. If you think it's an exaggeration, just watch one episode. The series was well received by many longtime fans and attracted new audiences to the fandom. Season 2 is finally on the horizon, and the series is returning to everyone's radar. This issue was under-ordered by many retailers and soon became a chase book for many collectors. In addition to the scarcity of this issue, it also features the death of Battle Beast, a fan favorite. Again, Drew, only 11 copies selling on the secondary market. High sale of $150 for a CDC 9.8, $25 for all. Batman Gargoyle of Gotham #1. This ash can. We talked about this before. 26 copies, $78 for Near Mint Plus was the high sale, and like $42 you can find a Near Mint somewhere. Drew Amazing Spider-Man 300 from 1988 is number 10. It's just no real big reason it's going up, just because people love Venom. It just happens to. For the most part, this book has stayed upwards of $3.5K in value for 9.8s. That is still a decent increase in value from the 2020 days when a 9.8 sold for under $2,000. Today, we tracked 18 copies sold, a high sale for a CGC 9.8 of $3,925, and Near Mints for $539. But what is going to work is Drew and I heading over to our good friends at Lunar Distributions, because it is time for the sneak peek at next week. We're going to see what's coming out this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, and what we have got to run to our LCSs, do a cartwheel, and pick up, because it's going to be the book to have. The amount of scotch tape that my dear, awesome, amazing brother, who will be editing this together, will have to do. You may never hear this. All of this could go to nobody because of that. But what is pretty cool is Batman Brave and the Bold number 4. The Kyle new variant. Very cool. A lot of rain going on. But very cool. Yeah, because we have the Zatanna night cover pop. So we got to keep an eye on these night terrors covers. Yeah, I mean, I think it got punted a couple times too. Man, I'm just like, when Ice Cream Man first came out, if you would have told me it's on issue, what is it, 36, I'd have said, there's no way. But, like, it's just consistently, it does a lot of things consistently. It's consistently weird, and it's consistently good. All right, I want to thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as we go through and drill through all the happenings on the secondary market and the current market for your comic books here at Comics for Fun and Profit. We've digged, we've dug, we've looked at things, we've talked about rumors and all the speculation. If you want to hear more from us, head on over to patreon.com, find Comics for Fun and Profit, be part of the conversation, pick what we do next, get reviews early, exclusive podcasts, don't hear us ramble through ads, all that stuff available to our Patreons only. We appreciate you guys so much. For Drew and for myself, see ya.